Hey everybody, it's Adam L. again from Full House Outfitters, and today I wanted to take an opportunity to answer a question which is posed to me fairly frequently. Most notably, these come from non-gun people generally. So the question posed is, what gun or guns should I buy, and in what order should I buy them? Now, seeing as people are actually asking me for my opinion, please understand this video is my opinion. Yours are going to differ. So if you have ideas about why you think there's better firearms and better guns in a better order than mine, please, feel free to comment below in the section. Please refrain, I would ask, from name calling. Please don't put a comment and say, Adam, you're an idiot. That's not helpful. Constructive criticism is always welcome, but as mentioned, these are my opinions. So anyway, a non-gunner looking for their first weapon, what's it going to be? Now, I would say at the outset, you've just completed probably your firearm safety course training. The first gun to consider buying is going to be a mag-fed, semi-automatic, centerfire pistol in a man-stopping type of caliber. And, you've seen me talk about this before, the baby Glock, okay? Small, compact, readily concealed, available in 9mm and 40, and obviously there are a whole bunch of other ones out there. Now, why we go that route first is fairly simple. The first gun you want is going to be the one that's going to defend you, defend your life. And it's something you should have on you 24 hours a day, because if you can't protect yourself, from immediate lethal threats, then anything else I say in this video isn't going to matter, because you're not going to be around to see it. So take the first step and protect yourself first. Now again, I don't care what brand you go with, what model, you go with whatever you like and the platform you like, but make sure that whatever caliber it is, it's heavy enough to stop an attacker. Like I said, 9mm or better. That means 9, 40, 45, 10mm, 357 SIG, or any of the big revolver calibers. If you want to go a revolver route, that's fine. But personal protection, concealed carry gun should be first. Okay. Second, obviously get used to that first, train with it, get good at it. And the second purchase that I would personally recommend is something along the lines of this. Okay. It's a main battle rifle. This is a Springfield Armory M1A chambered in .308. These are the guns that win wars, and these are the ones that can defend you, your home, your family, your neighborhood, your stuff. Sometimes called Liberty's Teeth. Boston Tea Party has said that. The main battle rifle. This is my rifle of choice, but your opinions might differ. What you want to look for is a magazine-fed, semi-automatic rifle with man-stopping capability. And if you like an AR, that's fine. Mini 14, something that shoots 223, minimal recoil, slightly diminished range, as I've said before in other videos. You're talking about a 200 to 250 yard weapon, and that's okay. But realize that that's the capability you have. Since the 18th century, soldiers have been fielding with a rifle like this and a sidearm. All right, that's the minimum two-gun battery to field with. And even today, modern armies, armies worldwide, plus our defense forces, of course, you're issued a rifle and you're issued a sidearm. The sidearm is what you use to fight your way back to your rifle, or use it if your rifle, is disabled in some fashion. So those would be the first two primary purposes. Those are your first two guns, 1 and 2. The third gun and fourth gun, I don't really have a preference in terms of order in which you acquire them. Okay, but they're going to be, I would recommend a 22 long rifle, preferably semi-auto and mag-fed, and let me just put this over here real quick. Yeah, let's just stick with that for now. That's your 22 long rifle. You guys have seen this gun before. This is a Smith & Wesson model M&P 1522. Um, as mentioned, MagFed, it's based on the AR platform, and it shoots 22 long rifle. Absolute blast of a gun. The 22 long rifle, again, something everybody should own. They're superb for training, just general plinking, shooting, practicing, small game hunting, stuff like that. It's quite simply a gun that everybody should have. I would call this the third. Now, the Smith makes a nice one. Obviously, the venerable Ruger 1022 is another great one. But the 22 long rifle, I'd call that a must-have gun too. Number 4, even though I don't have one to show you, would be a standard garden variety everyday pump shotgun. Pump shotguns hold more rounds than their double barrel brothers and so forth, and a semi-auto shotgun for an entry-level gun is just unnecessary. Pump shotguns are inexpensive because they're easy to build. There is no semi-auto function that has to be built into them. The gun is cycled manually, so it's less expensive to build, it's simpler to operate, simpler to break down and clean. Now, we live in a Mossberg and Remington type world, so whether it's a Mossberg 500 or 590 or Remington 870 series, and I mean there's dozens of shotguns within those two variations. You can bet that all of your aftermarket accessories that you could possibly dream up would be available for those two shotguns. Now, where the main battle rifle I just showed you is considered, queen of battle, it's been said that the pump shotgun is king of the castle. It's an ideal home defense weapon. Versatility unmatched by any other gun, in my opinion. The variations in rounds that you can shoot, everything from tiny diameter birdshot up to buckshot, all the way to rifled slugs that'll shoot a paper plate at 100 yards. I mean, that is a lot of capability. And then you factor in shotguns will shoot tasers, they'll shoot non-lethal beanbags, rubber balls, they'll shoot flares. There's every conceivable type of ammo built for a 12 gauge shotgun. And like I said, given its versatility, it's I would call that number 4 on our list. And the 5th gun to purchase, and we're going to stop at 5 on this one. I'm not going to go too long. The 5th gun is going to be, or should be, in my opinion, a scoped bolt gun to pick up where your battle rifle leaves off. So, for instance, if you've watched my other videos, if you have an AR-15 and your max range is that 2 to 250 that I keep saying, you need a bolt gun to pick up where that AR-15 leaves off. So if you're shooting 223, why don't you consider a 308 or a 30-06 scoped bolt gun to pick up where that leaves off? And the reason I say that is because, let's be realistic. In a fight, if you're having to engage somebody else with an AR-15, if you're close enough to hit them, they're close enough to hit you back. Now, sometimes that situation is unavoidable, but ideally you'd like to engage somebody beyond the range of whatever they're shooting at you with. So that's where the scope bolt gun comes in. Now, I would prefer to, engage a target where they couldn't reach me. That's the optimum situation if you find yourself in such an engagement. If you have, like I have, the M1A and 308, it's a 600-yard gun. If I'm going to buy a bolt gun to supplement that, it's not going to be something chambered in 308. It's going to be something greater, maybe a 300 Win Mag, something relatively common in bolt gun circles. 300 Win Mag, that'll probably get you out to about 900 yards, and that's as far as most of us mortals can even shoot. So, anyway, to recap very quickly, centerfire pistol, number 1, your concealed carry piece. Number 2, be a main battle rifle of some kind, a semi-auto mag fed. Number 3, same thing, semi-auto mag fed in 22 long rifle for small game hunting, plinking training, and so forth. Number 4, pump shotgun. and number 5, a scope bolt gun. With those 5 guns, you can pretty much cover 100% of whatever your gun needs could be, can be satisfied with those 5 weapons. Now, it sounds like a lot, and there's no limit to how much you can spend, but the reality is you could probably get all 5, not counting accessories, but probably get all 5 guns for about $2,500 if you're frugal and you shop around. You don't have to drop $1,000 on each gun. You can if you want to, you don't have to. But the goal for your up-and-coming gun guy would be to amass that 5-gun battery. And then from there you can branch out into other systems. If you want to get into revolvers or lever action guns or maybe some rimfire pistols or something like that. There's a bunch of different directions you can go beyond that. But if you have that 5-gun staple, you can feel relatively confident that if you train with them and you shoot them all, you're going to be able to handle anything that comes your way. And after you get the 5, you might want to consider doubling the battery. Okay, now you have guns that you can hand to family members or friends or so forth. But anyway, that is the order in which I would consider acquiring them. Don't have to do it all in the same day. Don't have to do it all in the same week. But start with the pistol because it protects yourself, and then go on to other ones. Pistol protects yourself. Battle rifle and shotgun protect everything else. And so too with the scoped bolt gun, which just increases your range. And then the 22, as mentioned, for training, plinking, and small game hunting. Okay, I think you're pretty well covered if you can do those 5. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Just wanted to get that out there and answer those questions. And please subscribe to my channel. Check out my auctions on Gun Broker if you wish, under the seller's handle, Send Lawyers Guns and Money. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you at the range.